Young people from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
Hello, my retro friends. Thank you for following my channel, Mike the Retro Realtor. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite movies from the 90s, Starship Trooper. I actually have two takes on this movie. One from when I was young, when I first saw the movie, and two, as I got a little older and matured a little bit, maybe even a little wiser, 30 years later, this movie has really aged well. And here's why I say this.
Would you like to know more?
My first take on the movie is, it was just an action flick. Let's just start out with the basic things about the movie. The movie was released in 1997 to mix the poor reviews. It had a budget of $105 million and brought in $121 million at the box office. When you factor in advertising and the fact that the theater gets their cut, this movie lost money. The movie was directed by Paul Verhoeven of RoboCop fame. You know, the movie where the guy got shot in the dick.
He's gonna kill her, man! He's gonna kill her!
The movie stars Casper Van Dien, Denise Richards, and Michael Ironside, along with a great supporting cast. When I saw it in my 20s, in the 90s, when it first came out, it was advertised and marketed as action sci-fi movie, big bangs, big explosions, great fighting scenes. It's forget about all your problems for a couple hours, eat some popcorn, and just watch all the big explosions, all the eye candy. In all fairness, for a 1997 movie, the CGI holds up really well. It is a good-looking movie. That's how they marketed it. It don't go over that well. Like I said, it lost money. I enjoyed it because I just shut my brain off and thought of it as an action movie.
Would you like to know more?
My second take on the movie, and this kind of evolved the last 25 years as the movie got older, I got older, is this was actually a very smart movie. And once you realize that it's complete satire, it's almost a comedy if you think about it, because everything is so over the top with the action. They revisited the commercials from RoboCop with almost a social network like Vibe, where you would click to hear more. They're already thinking in 1997 what the internet would look like today. Paul Verhoeven's idea for the movie was to make it so over the top. He really did a good job. There's so many little breadcrumbs in there that scatter throughout the movie. Throwaway lines that you wouldn't think anything of it. The scenes when they were in school with Michael Ironside, he actually says, violence is power. And that's what these high school kids are taught. And he goes in to say there's two types of people. There are civilians who do not serve in the military. They do not have the right to vote, but they can still enjoy most things. And citizens, those people did join the military. They also get a license to have children. A little heavy-handed with the government power on that one, but this is all by design of the movie.
Join the mobile infantry and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship.
The action sequences, again, when you take a step back and realize it's all satire, they're really bad at fighting in the military. The opening battle, they just send nothing but troops in there. They're not doing any type of bombardment. They're not using any armor. They're not using any type of tanks. There's no artillery. They're just basically sending tons and tons of soldiers into the field with handheld weapons. So these guys are not so good at fighting in the military, which again, I think kind of feeds into the satire. As you follow the three main characters, you can just see how they are just kind of routed into the military system. Neil Patrick Harris has some psychic abilities, so he's putting into intelligence. Which, by the way, take a look at that uniform toward the end of the movie. Little on the nose there. Denise Richards' character, somewhat smart, but she's also very ambitious, so she ends up as a pilot. Casper Van Dien ends up as a foot soldier. At the end of the movie, when they capture a brain bug, one of the bugs that's kind of controlling all the other bugs, Neil Patrick Harris's character puts his hand on the bug's head and says it's afraid. Everyone goes crazy, everyone's excited, and then they have this really almost cringe-like moment as the three characters are walking away. You could almost set it to a Mentos commercial.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life, nothing gets to you. Staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life, fresh goes better. Mentos fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
I definitely recommend you check out this movie. Right now it's only streaming on BBC, which no one has, but you can buy the DVD on eBay for $5 to $10. It's definitely worth the pickup. I'm sure they still got copies at Walmart in the $5 bin. Watch it from this perspective where it's a lot smarter than you really think it is. Maybe you'll enjoy it a little more, maybe not, maybe I'm full of crap. That being said, thanks for hanging out today. Take care, everyone.